which is also the best preserved city in Southeast Asia and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Observe apricot-robed monks going about their daily lives. Take a temple tour of the city's numerous wats with sloping roofs. Number 13, learn about Lao culture. Luang Prabang is the cultural center of Laos, which has rich, varied, and constantly intriguing culture. A leisurely walk through the town presents a blend of architecture that is uniquely Lao, and some French and Chinese influences. Orange-robed monks with books stroll past Paris-style bakeries while the royal palace's elaborate murals and brilliant mosaics illuminate the Laos's rich history. To get a deeper understanding of Laos culture, visit a remote village with a local guide. Attend a nightly performance of traditional music and folk tales at the Garavek Theater, and learn about the nation's diverse ethnic groups and their enduring traditions at the Traditional Arts and Ethnology Center. Number 12, visit Royal Palace Museum. During the French colonial era, King Sisavang Vong and his family lived in the Royal Palace Museum of Luang Prabang. Featuring a blend of French Beaux Arts design and subtle Lao cultural elements, the museum's exhibits span several centuries, charting the violent history of the Lane Zhang Kingdom, the colonial era, and up to the present day. A large, well-kept park surrounds the Royal Palace Museums, which are located off Thanon Sisavangvong. If you want to understand more about the history and culture of Laos, spending a few hours at the museum is well worth it. Number 11, relax at the river. Although Luang Prabang offers a plethora of thrilling activities, you'll undoubtedly feel your shoulders relax and your to-do list become less pressing as soon as you arrive. Though all of Southeast Asia is known for its relaxed lifestyle, Laos, and especially Luang Prabang, have slower-paced lifestyles that echo the gentle flow of the Mekong. Get a massage at one of the many massage parlors in the city. Sample a multi-course Lao tasting menu at a neighborhood restaurant. Contemplate and take in the silence at one of the many temples in the area, and unwind with a refreshing drink at a languid riverbank bar. Number 10, visit Paku Caves. The more than 4,000 Buddha icons found in the Paku Caves are thought to have been left there by the locals over 1,000 years ago. The Mekong River meets the Namu River near the location of the caves, which are situated atop a striking limestone cliff. There are two caves to explore, Tam Ting, which is lower, and Tam Theung, which is upper. Both caverns are shrines to Lord Buddha and the river spirit. While Tam Ting provides some light, Tam Theung is completely dark and requires the use of a torch. Most of the Buddha statues are located in the top cave. To access the hundreds of hidden icons, you'll have to navigate the darkness. Number 9. Learn about Laos's violent past at the Uxo Center. Due of its involvement in the Ho Chi Minh Trail during the Vietnam War, Laos is the most bombed country on the planet. Unexploded ordnance, or UXO, from the raid still plagues the nation today. While many of the bombs dropped on the country were harmful, even after they failed to detonate, they remain dangerous if disturbed. The Uxo Visitor Center in Luang Prabang is a must-see location for anybody interested in learning about the impact of UXO on Lao history and the ongoing issues the nation confronts as a result of this danger. The museum's donation-only admission price supports efforts to remove unexploded ordnance, UXO, and inform rural communities, especially children, about its risks. Number 8. Go on a cruise on the Mekong River. Although romantic sunset cruises on the Mekong River are available, there are also other boats that offer full or half-day tours to the Paku Caves, the Quangse waterfalls, and other villages in the Luang Prabang area. If you're seeking adventure, however, take a 5-day trip to the capital city of Vientiane, passing through picturesque scenes of rocky mountains and deep woods, and make stops at various locations. Mekong Pearl Cruises, Mekong Kingdoms, RV Mekong Sun Cruise, Luangse Mekong Cruises, and additional cruises with a range of destinations and lengths are among the options. Number 7. Climb Mount Fousi. Mount Fousi is the highest hill in Luang Prabang, rising to a height of 100 meters above sea level. Watching the sun rise or set over the Mekong River is a common activity there. A breathtaking panoramic view of the city, its numerous temples, the surrounding countryside, and the distant mountains can be seen from the peak. While there are roughly 300 stairs to ascend to the summit of Mount Fousi, the ascent is manageable for anyone in average physical condition. Proceed down another flight of stairs to reach other temples. Stop by Wat Chomzi, where you can purchase flowers to be offered for blessings. Number 6. Enjoy Luang Prabang's outdoor. Despite being one of Laos's largest towns, Luang Prabang is a fantastic place for outdoor adventure because to the country's terrain, which consists of rolling hills covered with greenery and dotted with rivers and waterfalls. Trek through the lush forest of the area, walk around rice terraces, pass through farmland. Agricultural is the main industry in Laos, and stop at local communities. Laos is one of the most ethnically varied countries in Southeast Asia, despite its modest size and population. This is one of the finest ways to fully enjoy the natural beauty of the province of Luang Prabang and encounter communities of ethnic minorities. Take a mountain bike trip to discover the city's main attractions while riding through forest paths and stopping at distant settlements. You may also rent a bike and explore the city's key attractions on 2 wheels. Multi-day travel alternatives are also available, which offer the chance to explore Laos's rural life and an overnight homestay. Being the meeting point of the Nam Khan and Mekong rivers, Luang Prabang is a great place for water sports including canoeing, rafting, and kayaking. Since both rivers are quiet and shallow, you can concentrate on taking in the breathtaking landscape while rafting down the rapids. Number 5. Journey to Quangse Falls. 3 stages of Quangse Falls trickle downstream after a 50-meter descent into shallow ponds. The pools are excellent places to swim, and there are wooden cottages near the waterfall's entrance, where you can change into your swimwear. The pools are surrounded by a verdant, tropical vegetation and include 5-meter-tall waterfalls. You may watch people having fun jumping in and out of the water while lounging in the shade if you don't feel like swimming. Trails ascend to the summit of Quangse Falls, from where you may observe the stream that feeds into the falls. Because the trails can become quite slick, especially during the rainy season. Number 4. Attend the LM ceremony. Monks in vibrant orange robes make their way into the city center at the break of dawn every day to accept alms or offerings of food and other essentials. This age-old Buddhist custom, meanwhile, has recently been overtaken by throngs of tourists eager for a good picture. If you decide to go, make sure you know the proper protocol. Be at a respectable distance. Offer something else than sticky rice. The monks get more sticky rice than they can eat in a day, which is wasteful and not exactly a balanced diet. Dress modestly, be silent, and refrain from taking pictures. Join a local guide and visit a smaller village on the outskirts of the city for a more genuine experience of offering alms. You will probably be the only foreigner present here, and your presence won't add to the problem of congestion during almsgiving in the heart of Luang Prabang. Number 3. Taday Waterfalls. In Luang Prabang, the Taday Waterfall is a breathtaking natural marvel that is best experienced during the rainy season. Although the waterfall isn't as tall as Quangse, there are a lot more streams of water cascading over distinctive limestone structures. There are sizable swimming pools beneath the falls where you can swim. You can escape into nature because Taday can only be reached by boat. If you want to avoid the crowds, it is preferable to visit the falls during the week as locals tend to visit them on weekends. August through November is when Taday Waterfall is most accessible. Number 2. Cross the bamboo bridge. To facilitate the local people's journeys, a bamboo bridge spans the Nam Khan River during Laos's dry season, which runs from November to May. Not only is it thrilling to cross the bridge, but also allows you to cross the river and enter a more peaceful part of town. After taking pictures and making your way across the bridge, you'll be rewarded with cool smoothies and cocktails at the riverfront restaurant Dien Sabai, where you can enjoy a stunning sunset view. Try the fondue or shared platters to experience delicious Laotian food. Number 1. Visit the many temples. The term Luang Prabang itself means royal Buddha image, and the city center has more than 20 noteworthy temples that are easily accessible by foot, in addition to several smaller shrines. Wat Shing Thong, a classic example of Laotian architecture in the characteristic Luang Prabang style. Wat Shing Thong's Temple of the Golden City famous sloping roof is both gorgeous and representative of Lao architecture. The temple itself, together with the structures and gardens that surround it, are important symbols of Lao spirituality, aristocracy, and traditional art. Admire the small details, such the Dharma wheels hanging from the temple's ceiling, the wooden carvings on the doors that portray the Buddha's life, and the beautiful mosaics on the walls. It is advisable to tour this temple with a local guide, since they can highlight things that you might otherwise overlook. Next temple is Wat Visunalat. Wat Visunalat, also called Wat Visunarath or Wat Visun, dates back to 1512 and is regarded as the oldest temple in Luang Prabang. It is called that Makmo, watermelon stupa, because of its Sinhalese-style stupa. Despite having withstood natural calamities, wars, and attacks, the temple and the buildings around it are a lasting emblem of Laos spirituality and cultural value, having housed several priceless artifacts and treasures over the ages. Some of the antique stones and Buddha statues that were once housed in the temple have been relocated to the Royal Palace Museum. That's all, folks. That's the 13 best things to do in Luang Prabang, Laos. If you're interested in more content about travel in Southeast Asian cities, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in tours in Luang Prabang, check the links in the description below.